know it's hard to be. Do anything now, why would I trust them to try to go for the Cooper Flag sweepstakes? And I told Cap and I told Shea before the season started, I said, I know that the Bulls should tank to try to get a top draft pick, but the team's too good to be the worst team in the East. That's the problem. You have Kobe White, you have Zach LaVine at the time, you have Vucevic. Too many proud veterans are going to try to shoot their way into the 10th spot. Yeah. So now you screwed yourself. This is where you are. You're going to try to tear this thing down, but you will not be in the top 4 for a lottery pick.
Now, not every rebuild works, but there's a reason many teams in all sports do them. Because if you do it right, it can really, really work. Oklahoma City, Cleveland, Orlando, all blew by the Bulls, and for all we know in a year, the Wizards are going to look better. Now, there's failures on these rebuilds, obviously, but staying in the middle is the worst thing you can be. We all know that.
Right about that.
Krause used to say that. Red Auerbach said that a few times. Like, you don't want to be in the middle.
Yeah, Shay, that's the whole thing. The organization is the worst run in Chicago, and one of the reasons why is because Detroit will be a playoff team. Orlando, in which the Bulls helped the build for Orlando in some ways, and Atlanta, they'll be in the playoffs, and the Bulls will not.
I'm starting a second prayer circle for the city of Chicago. I have one going for Mason Graham in the draft. I'm starting a second. We talk a lot about the NBA's declining ratings and Adam Silver needing to do something to change it. I have an idea. Do what your predecessor did. Freeze an envelope. Cooper Flag to Chicago.
I knew you were going to say that.
Freeze the envelope.
I knew you were going to say that.
Get a superstar in a mega market.
That's our only hope, Jay Hood. The fix. We need the fix to be in. That's our only hope in Chicago.
Cocky Buzelis is like, Cooper Flag, this is my team. He's got such a chip on his shoulder.
Just wait till we get Cooper Flag in Chicago and Billy Donovan's give him 7 minutes a night.
Can we bring John Shire with him back home? GBN grad. I would like Shire to be around. Right, Wano?
I'm a few degrees shy of my Shire.
My kids have many pictures with Shire.
I did bust Silky's balls on that when SIU came to town and I saw him at the game. I was like, what are you doing? Your Shire's not playing.
Exactly.
He's not coaching the team.
He took the kids to Illinois this weekend. I talked to him Friday about it.
He's a great dad. He's a great dad. He's showing them the ropes.
Great's a little much, but yes.
Oh! 312-336-3777.
He knows I love him.
In the South Shore, here's Corey leading us off here on Cap and J Hood. Corey, good morning.
What's up, good?
What's cracking?
I sound good. Hey, check it out. So I read something, first of all, that AK just did was funny, but Friday night closeout of the Jesse Rogers and Mona Lisa had me laughing for about half an hour. Stop laughing.
Courtney Cronin, man, she's a real one, isn't she?
That was too funny, man. But I just read something where it says the Bulls have traded DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, Alex Caruso for Josh Giddey, Kevin, whoever that is, Zach Collins, Trey Jones, Chris Duarte, 2 second-round picks for the right to their own 25 first-round picks. Right. You guys got 1 first-round pick.
And the Hawkeyes will boot it away to start the game.
It's 50 cents on the dollar.
Girls get down.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Minutemen offense takes the field and they'll go to work first. There he is, the man who makes everything go, and they believe they're going to score every time they touch it when he's on the field, Jesse.
He plays with unbelievable confidence. Reese always knows where to go with the football. The entire playbook is at this guy's disposal.
Yeah, which is so much fun for a coach. So much fun to play with him. A guy that can do everything. Everybody on the field is active. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Right back to him on the ground. They push it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? They don't have to always be
up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully, get the first down, and that's all that matters.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there, but all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss. That is a statement play.
Listen, that's not going to go down as a big play, but he does a really good job turning a negative play into something positive. It's not a big gain, but it keeps you out of those negative situations and really makes you very predictable.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. Gives it to the back on the draw. And this one will
take that.
Defense is about firing off. Get the offensive guys to stay in the gaps and let them know where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone's right where they're supposed to be. Nowhere to go.
UMass will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon.
And it's basically like,
Oh, misjudges it a bit and muffs it. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit.
Returners only get so many chances in a game. You really want to maximize. You want to take it to the house. You want to make those big.
Trade away your best defender, your shooters, both of your shooters. You let DeMar walk, and you got nothing. You should have traded. If you're gonna trade that, you should have took the New York trade. That was like 2 years ago. This is ridiculous, man. I do not trust this man with the rebuild. And what really screws that was the.
But a lot of time you forget about that small detail of securing the football. He gave it up, but thank goodness he didn't turn it over.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Quarterback will audible. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going for it all. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
He'll take another shot here. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They are looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
To the ground with the back. And he's a real... tackled in this no-gain land.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. And the Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The UMass offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
So they're facing third and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. UMass will line up
but
to
that,
run it
I
away.
think, around the league was the shock. That, really? That's what you got for Luka? Nothing against AD, but he's also like 7 years older than Luka. I was
And good work by the coverage team.
He is the face of the Lakers now for the next decade. It's insane.
So I guess a couple of things with this. First of all, Luka Doncic and the Mavericks, which people have not been following, they were just in the finals last year. They're not going to get out there. Okay? So now you get this deal, and I don't understand from Dallas' standpoint where you don't just say, hey, Luka, we're going to trade him, he's almost for business. There's no doubt about it that they've got a better deal than just Anthony Davis. They could have gotten a better deal. They could have knocked on the door of Milwaukee. They could have talked to Oklahoma City. They could have talked to anyone for draft picks and for actual NBA bodies. This is why it's so confusing to me. How Nico Harrison, the general manager of the Mavs, say, yeah, you know what, we're just going to get bigger by having Anthony Davis, who is often injured. That's a better choice than Luka Doncic. I'm just stunned by that.
Yeah, I don't know why you didn't send an email to every other front office and be like, I'm open for business. Make me your best Luka offer. And just go about it that way. I mean, there must be a lot more to this story. I guess there's whispers he got his name or whatever, blah, blah, blah. I was telling you before the show, I remember in 2016 Cup, there was whispers about, like, oh, this guy, he's out of don't even try to and this, that. And that's all that matters. Who can produce? I don't care if he showed up 5 minutes before tip-off and was overweight to produce. But if you produce whatever way you get to that moment, you know, get yourself ready, that's what matters. And it wasn't for him.
I'm just stunned because from a Lakers standpoint, here's the one thing that we know. We know Rob Pelinka, the general manager of the Lakers, is saying, LeBron, this is not your team anymore. We're taking our team back. Because it was LeBron and bringing his son on and him wanting to have certain moves made. I think that the Lakers realize that LeBron may not be there next year. Yeah, but here's the thing. But you can't allow one player to rule the whole operation. I think the Lakers said that here's what we're going to do. We're taking our organization back. And Luka Doncic is to be our centerpiece for the next decade. And LeBron, I'm sure he's going to go someplace else and retire. But just so you know, we're going to build around Luka and not around you and Bronny.
I'm sure this is out there, but I haven't seen it because we know Jason Kidd did. Like, very few people knew this was in the works. Did LeBron? Have you seen anything about? Did LeBron know this was what's actually happening?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I don't think that backs up what you're saying.
I don't think that he knew. And as far as all that, I don't think he knew. And I think that Jason Kidd didn't know either. That press conference?
Yeah, he definitely didn't know. Nico Harrison said that he didn't know. But if LeBron didn't know, that backs up what you're saying. It's not really his team moving forward. It's Lucas.
Here's Sean Serrania from ESPN.
This deal materialized in the shadows. This came out of nowhere. This is maybe the most stunning trade definitely I've been a part of in recent NBA history. Because we've never seen out there. And you start seeing with Rob Franco with the Lakers, Dallas Mavericks, Nico Harrison, doing this deal. And I'm told Luka Doncic, Anthony Davis, LeBron James, the players, coaches, a lot of people on both sides of the Mavericks and Lakers have no idea. I can assuredly tell you it's a fact. LeBron
Man,
has
there's some
no
big
idea
hitting going on in the trenches right now. This
Anthony Davis
defense,
has
they
no
take a
idea
lot of
this is coming.
pride
I'm told Luka
in
Doncic
stopping
is
the run.
still
Let's keep our eye
stunned
on them
about
throughout the
this
course of the game
trade.
and see if they
But
can
when you look
contain
at the
this running
totality
attack.
of what just occurred,
Didn't get much
Luka
on
Doncic
first
is
down.
a
It's second and
25-year-old,
9.
like I said,
He'll run
mega
it again.
star.
Nice move to pick up
Perennial
yardage.
NBA player. He's
Whistled to
someone
the
that you
ground
think
after
of as
picking up the first down.
untouchable, as a guy
And I
that's
don't
never
care if
going
I
to be
get it by
traded.
2,
I'm told
by
that the
20, by
Mavericks
30, by 40.
actually
I just
approached the
want to
Lakers
get
and
the
offered
first
Luka
down,
Doncic
understanding the
a
situation,
few days
understanding
ago
where the
in a
sticks
trade.
are. Doesn't have to be
Very
as sexy,
recently,
but I
the
got to make sure
Mavericks
I get to
went
that
out
stick,
and do
get to
exactly
the
who they
first
wanted.
down.
They wanted Anthony Davis. That's the
From
player
the gun,
that
leaves
did
it on the
everything
inside
played
with
Luka
the back.
Doncic. If
They
you just
made
thought
the
that was
stop,
going
and
to
that
cross
one
their
likely
mind,
bring us to
it
the
was
end of the
for
first quarter.
AD. And
So about this, Sean Serrania. So, take from your
games on the road.
standpoint, I mean, a deal of this magnitude, like I mentioned, I thought that Shams was hacked at
This
first. I said,
offense
there's
has
no
a
way this is
second down
happening.
play.
You get Anthony Davis going to Dallas and Luka Doncic, a top 5 player at the worst in this league, going to the
It's
Lakers.
the end of the first
I mean,
quarter,
that
and now
is
time
amazing.
for one of the
So I
great
was born in
traditions in college
1994,
football.
and I've
When
been
the
racking my
entire
brain
crowd here in Iowa
since
City
this went down.
will turn and give a wave to the children
I
at the
don't think it's
University of
hyperbolic
Iowa
for me to
State
say this
Family
is the
Children's
most
Hospital.
stunning trade
Everyone
of my
engaged, and we
lifetime
wave
in
and
sports.
salute those kids and wish them
But
all
the
the
out
best.
of nowhere nature of it.
Yeah, that part for sure.
The
Yeah.
closest thing I could think was,
No matter
just
how
in
many
terms
times
of
you
sheer
see it, a
organizational
moving moment here
stupidity,
in Iowa
was the
between
Red
first
Sox
and
trading
second
Mookie
quarter, when
Betts.
the entire crowd acknowledges the children
We all
across
saw
the
that
way.
coming. It had
Hope
been
they enjoy the
reported
game
for
as we
months
continue in the
before it
second
actually
quarter.
happened. This, out of nowhere, it's the most shocking trade of my
They
lifetime.
make the stop right
I'd
there.
love to know if there's one that I'm just not thinking about.
I mean, we have to think because I
Well,
thought
nice
before
completion
social
there,
media
finding the tight
era,
end, and
there
what's so
were some of
beautiful
the,
about
you
that
know,
is when
right
they
when
didn't
we were
get the
growing up,
first, they were
because
able to pick up
how
enough
would you know
yards
it was
now
coming? It
to
wasn't
make
reported.
the
There was
third
nowhere to
down
report it.
and
You know,
manage
in the
really
place
putting
paper the
this
next day,
offense in a good
rumors
position.
or something. But you're right. In this era, it's pretty shocking that it stayed so quiet. That's for weeks on end. They were talking about this trade with two sides.
If you had told me a week and a half ago that the Mavericks were going to trade Luka Doncic, I would have laughed in your face.
Of course, you don't
He
trade
just dragged them to the finals.
right. You don't trade the best, one of the best players in the NBA at 25 years old. You don't. Like, unless it's a massive haul, which is what it really was.
I think that Shane has the right perspective on this, and that is just the way it just was a bombshell just coming out of nowhere. It did come out of nowhere, right? A deal like that. But you and I remember a number of deals. I mean, first of all, the Post trading for Ricky Williams, the entire 1999 NFL draft. The Saints trade the whole draft for Ricky Williams. Yeah. I mean, that was stunning.
Stunning, yeah.
The Walker deal in 1989. Urkel Walker to the Minnesota Vikings. Same deal again. Exchange of like 18 players throughout all that.
I mean, Jay Cutler to the Bears is pretty stunning, right? Franchise player.
Did not see that coming.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I remember being on Chicago Tribune Live on the set, and Dan Pompei's on the other side, and I'm pointing right at Pompei. That will never happen. The Chicago Bears will never make a deal like that. They made it 2 days later. How about that? Well, back in your day, when Babe Ruth went to the Yankees, you recall that. You covered that. That was stunning. So as far as that, but his perspective is right. For someone that is at age 29, he looks at this and says, he's never seen a trade like this. I get it.
For the magnitude and the surprise nature of it combined.
Yeah.
Right, because it's an MVP. It's like one of the 10 best players in the league getting moved for potato chips, basically.
And apparently he was eating a lot of potatoes.
Well, but there was zero expectation that this would even happen.
I mean, the other side of it is, and the explanation from the Mavericks is, well, we want to just get size. And it's like, well, Anthony Davis is always injured. I mean, he's glass man. He just is.
Like I saw Nick Wright put
And
it
he's
out.
7 years older.
Everyone was looking for an NFL comp, right? Like Adam Schefter got asked, can you put this in NFL perspective? And he talked about how it would be like if the Bengals had traded Joe Burrow for Lamar Jackson, I think was the comp, which is just not right. I think Nick Wright put this out, and I thought it was much more accurate, is like imagine immediately after the Bills lost the 2022 divisional round game to the Chiefs, the 13-second game, if they traded Josh Allen for Matthew Stafford.
Frustrating reality of college football.
Okay, all right.
That's what this is. Yeah. I saw the Athletic from a baseball perspective. Maybe the Athletic, I can't remember. I was on a text chain with Cass and a couple other guys. We were all talking about it.
Yeah, it's like it's the
Bobby Witt for Mike Trout.
It's like if the Red Sox traded Mookie Betts or something.
I feel like
It literally happened in baseball.
It did.
Right. I actually think Anthony Davis has more game right now than Mike Trout, to be honest. So I don't know if it's quite Bobby Witt for Mike Trout. I think so. Mike Trout's injured every year, and he's declining.
I see that point. I'm saying.
So I think Anthony Davis. So it's not quite that. So Anthony Davis.
Get out of here.
And
Get out of here.
Probably produced at a high level of basketball, older than baseball, I think. Yeah, big man. It's pretty huge. And like I said, I think we can come up with a few that were just as surprising pre-social media era. Because you just wouldn't know it was coming until it happened.
It's just, it's Gretzky to the Kings.
There you go.
I mean,
that's it.
Because we grew
There
up watching it with the Edmonton Oilers. We thought he'd always be an Oilers.
That's it, Shay. And then Gretzky to the Kings was that just huge.
Yes, huge. Gretzky's to the Kings because he's always thought to be an Oiler. Comes to America and just sets the Kings on fire.
And L.A., the West Coast for hockey at the time, Southern California, forget about it. People barely knew the Kings were in the league. So that's a great call. That's a great call.
This Yahoo Sports article saying Kareem to the Lakers.
Yeah, I mean, pretty sizable before our time. Pretty much that's what we recall Jabbar being in small market Milwaukee, winning a championship, and then going to the Lakers and helped the Lakers win multiple championships. Five NBA championships, cementing his legacy.
Runs like this boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows.
Mike Hoffman to the White Sox. That's up there. That wasn't a trade.
Cease to the Padres. That's got to be up there.
Garrett Crochet. It's everybody leaving the White Sox.
Quarterback changing the plays.
Very unfortunate.
None of it's surprising. The White Sox getting rid of their stars is the least surprising thing.
It's really unfortunate, folks. You walk into your job and you have no play. I think it's not to the White Sox. And in fact, 312-332-3776 is our telephone number. Captain Jay Hood, presented by ESPN Bet.
You're listening to Captain J. Hood. Follow the show on Instagram. IGJ Hood. This is ESPN Chicago.
Shoot the edge.
This will be the second time they've had to kick
Sean
away.
is downtown on Captain J. Hood with Jesse in for Cap. Hey, Sean.
Return. It's Massey. Pretty solid coverage there.
What's going on, fellas? I want to start out. I want to say thank
The
you because
UMass
I'm a little
offense
bit
returns to
patient
the field.
with the pressure on the Bears to kind of see a different way and get
mixing and
things
matching
going.
play calling really well.
Now,
Nice
look,
balance
I
on that
need
last
to do
one,
the
David.
same
See what they can
Chicago
do here in
Bulls.
this next drive.
Yeah, and
I
I don't expect
ever
anything
see
different.
it, AK, I'm not sure what's going on there. I honestly believe that there's like a private
Now the play fake.
group that is a legitimate NBA team GM where they talk about trades because somehow you get Luka Doncic for Anthony Davis, and then whenever we get a full trade, we give you Zach Collins and Trey Jones. Yeah. I don't think they're talking. I think we're on a separate line, and the big dog's on a different line. So, hey man, I need you to do what you do, man. Put the pressure on the Bulls, baby.
And that's, here's the thing. You say put the pressure on. I'm just a fan like everybody else and sees what's going on. Okay? And when it comes to Chicago Bulls, what they're doing is management without help. There's no reason for the Bulls to be able to be run this way. In the name of Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen, Phil Jackson, and all those great years of the Bulls, for it to be, it's not even last.
Go, baby.
It's a smell that's in your garbage. You say, where's that smell coming from? Is it a garbage? Is it the fridge? Is it the where's it coming from? It's just a dead carcass. That's the Chicago Bulls, Jesse. And so what I'm telling you right now is that our first going to show us some mark everything. Whenever they're going to clean up, whenever they're clean up, you have to be able to call out.
If I was the reporter in that room, you got to say it in a respectful way. I really would like to know. It's, again, one of those situations, and it's not always true that the fans and the media know more than the team, but this is one that we get. Like, what did you see?
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Washington State is ahead right now, but the school that nearly saw Ryan Leaf win a Heisman back in the day still has some work to do. They're up by 7 over Tennessee. You'll circle back if anything big happens.
Presented by ESPN Bet, the official sports book of the Captain J. Good Show. New customers can get up to $1,500 back in bonus bets if your first bet doesn't win, and unlock 30 days of ESPN Plus. Download the ESPN Bet Sportsbook app and sign up with promo code radio to get started today. 21 plus gambling problem? Tells you please to avail. Call 1-800-GAMBLING.
First down here with 5 or maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Last time David, it was 1, 2, 3 kick.
That's right. Shot or no shot with Captain J. Hood on SNK 1000 and ESPN Chicago app. That's right.
Good morning and welcome in to the Captain J. Hood Morning Show on ESPN 1000 and streaming on the ESPN Chicago app. With Jesse Rogers in for Cap, I'm Jay Hood. So we come and go around the NFL and also a look at the Grammys last night. You know, we have someone that is a vote in the Grammys on the show. Jay Moore, exactly right. That's my guy. So awesome. But I hear from Jay Moore his thoughts about the Grammys.
I want to know. Everyone, you keep attacking me about my Hall of Fame voting. I want to know about Jay Moore's Grammy voting. Come on. Who'd you snub, Jay Moore? Let's go.
We turn now to Jay Moore with this edition of Shot or No Shot.
All right, we'll start. Well, good morning, boys. How we feeling?
I'm fine, but please go ahead. You want to start? Go right ahead. Go ahead. Please break format.
Almost forgot to say good morning on a Monday.
Oh, please.
How we feeling?
Oh, just fine, thank you. Go right ahead, though. Don't let's get in.
I've been told I'm not a good morning guy, so there we go.
No lights go there.
There we go. All right. We'll start with the Bears, actually, because they made a hire over the weekend that I think was at least interesting. They added another member to their coaching staff, hiring Eric Bieniemy to be their running backs coach. Bieniemy's name has been floated a ton the last few years in this market. Some people even wanted him as head coach. He was, of course, Andy Reid's longtime offensive coordinator in Kansas City. Most recently, the offensive coordinator at UCLA. Shot or no shot, the Bears are assembling one of the most high-profile coaching staffs in the NFL.
That is a shot as far as definitely name recognition. Again, we're not going to confuse activity with accomplishment. Very good. We're not going to do that. But what we were saying is that think about the names that they were able to accomplish through So you've got Ben Johnson, you've got Dennis Allen, defensive coordinator. We're talking about Eric Bieniemy again. I mean, say what you want about the enemy. He worked with Patrick Mahomes. So I think that they definitely got a lot of experience on that staff. That's for sure.
I'm going to say reluctantly shot, yes. I remember Declan Doyle was just starting out, basically, very young. They retained Richard Hightower, which I don't know. That's real fun. When you talk, I like the enemy high. That's why I say reluctantly. I think that's a shot. But I agree with what you said. Don't confuse activity with accomplishment. I mean, the bottom line is it's about Ben Johnson again. Everything else to me is a little more adjustment. But I like the idea of the enemy and his experience being in that room with the offensive group.
Yeah, Shay, there's help in the room there with the enemy. You know what I'm wondering? I'm wondering how many doors were closed on the enemy. Like, how many opportunities did he have to go back to college or to the NFL?
I mean, just the fact that he had to take a running back's job, I think probably tells you, like, you don't take that unless you have to. You want the highest possible job, and he can quote only be a running backs coach. I think that describes what his situation is.
Do I have this wrong? Probably have this wrong. Did he take a college job? Did he take a MEAC or SWAC job?
No, he was at UCLA. His most recent gig was
OC, right?
offensive coordinator at
And
UCLA.
then he got criticized big time.
Okay,
Yes, it was terrible.
yeah. So, no, okay, I think he was vying for a job and everything to get.
Oh, and that's why.
Yeah, maybe. I was wondering whether I got that job now for or not, but yeah. So UCLA. All right. So, yeah, I think that I don't think there's anything wrong with having more offensive minds in the room. Remember, the centerpiece of all this is Caleb Williams. As much help as he can get, as long as it's the same voice, not 4 or 5 voices, I think he'll be fine. Okay?
Well, speaking of big names on the coaching staff, Jesse brought up Dennis Allen. There are more rumors now over the weekend that he might want to bring his former player, defensive end Chase Young, to Chicago with him. Chase Young took a 1-year flyer deal in New Orleans this season, ended up with 5.5 sacks, 66 pressures. A very productive season for Chase Young. Obviously, medical concerns exist with his knee, but he is just 25, expected to be in the range of 10 to 12 million this offseason. Shot or no shot, the Bears should bring Chase Young in as a defensive end.
I'll start. I'm going to say shot, and it's all about relying on Dennis Allen. If he's going to stick his neck out for his former player, high-priced player, then I'm going to believe in it. Until further notice, I think Dennis Allen deserves that kind of respect. It's not like Zachary Doyle. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm saying that guy's not that experienced, and he's not going to necessarily stick his neck out for a player. But Dennis Allen's been around the block. If he thinks Chase Young has it and can contribute in a big way here, then I say shot.
I would say that is a shot. So we're looking at back-to-back years with 66 pressures, in the pressure ratio between 14 and 16, 14.7 points to 14.6 in those 2 seasons. So, okay, so as far as sacks are concerned, that's my issue, Shay. I will say a slight shot, but let's take a look at the sack numbers. And I know that does not tell the full story, but the Bears are bereft of players that can get to the quarterback enough. I liked it because it's the age, but I like to know what production that he would give me. That's the thing. Like, the pressure rate's one thing, but I like for somebody in the defensive line to get to the quarterback. So Montez Sweat to be situational, as we saw last year. Jesse, that's not what he was in here for. Second and third down, or because he was slightly injured. Comes across as Montez Sweat needs to be 100% to be able to play effectively. And he's never 100% in the NFL.
Yeah, so that's why I'm saying I'm going to rely on Dennis Allen. He really thinks this is the guy. Okay, you put your reputation on the line, in that sense. But I agree, it's a risky proposition.
The way it is in my mind right now, I appreciate that Chase Young is on the field a lot. You don't have to worry about a lot of injuries with him because as of late, he does take a lot of snaps. He's out on the field. I just wonder about how often can he be able to get to the quarterback. That's what I wonder about.
He did it at a real high touch this year, so whether he can do that again. But I do think if you sign Chase Young, it moves your priority in the draft on the defensive line to the tackle. Like, if they come out of this offseason with Chase Young and Mason Graham, I'd be pissed. I'd be over the moon. Like, if they came out with just Chase Young and then only just the offensive side with Phil Dexter and Billings health reliant in the middle, I'm a little less enthused.
like firing one in from the 13 for the score. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he makes the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, a stirring start to things today in Iowa City as we say hello from our broadcast studios. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and yes, what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that said, let's kick it back to the guys inside Kinnick Stadium.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
That means that for DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, and Alex Caruso combined, the Bulls have gotten back Josh Giddey, Kevin Huerter, Zach Collins, Trey Jones, Chris Duarte, 2 second-round picks, and their own first. In trading three of their star players, they
nice job understanding who's going to jump on it and make sure
additional
you keep
first-round
possession.
picks. Shot or no shot. Arturas Karnisovas.
Well, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble.
That's the easiest one of the day. Yeah, that's a shot. And I said earlier, liking it to the White Sox. Rick Hahn was able to work through the deadline.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing.
Who explains that to Michael Winslow?
To the air, it's Simms.
Well, come
And
on.
the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The
Why is he running to the blockers?
And he loses the football on the return.
Come on, man.
have to understand that.
Defense.
What the fuck is up with this guy? They ran.
When you see those checks coming in,
Fucking
like,
blocker.
it's more than just the money that's coming in. Also, it's about not just the value of your franchise, but also the one-loss record has to matter at some point, does it not? Like where your standing is in the NBA.
They in open lanes and they run straight to the fucking blockers, man. Fucking stupid.
It's so demoralizing. I get the big stop, force the punt, and then we put it on the deck and give it right back to him. I had my helmet unstrapped. I was ready to watch some game film on the sidelines, and now I got to put my helmet back on and get right back out there.
Okay.
They'll give it to the back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
But it feels like not every billionaire does. But of course, if we were billionaires, maybe we'd feel differently. Or we would. Or their response to us right now would be, I didn't become billionaire.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. The play action fake. They get it up rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong that they can collapse the pocket. We saw it right there in that play action.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Simms. Buys a little time with his feet. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on it.
Lonzo Ball. People were excited. It's the prediction is because people were excited.
6 points waiting on it. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going here.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
I can understand that because it was new and fresh. But again, I'm privy to knowing that Carter Douglas was kind of
looking to pass on 2nd down.
He'll
let one go down the right side. And he holds it in at the 30. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. They take the lead with the 6.
Man, that's the play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old.
Remember when it was like you got high, people didn't think it was going to work.
Right down the
I
field.
remember when I
Running
started
by
this
a
job,
guy, I'm looking back, locating the
how about
football, making the
trying to
catch.
show this
He does it in a big moment here in this game.
and tackle those. And it's right, yes, it's maybe been a low bar here at the time, but people were excited. He's fallen so far, he forgot. He forgot.
I don't recall putting him in that direction. Isn't John Paxson still on the payroll? Is he some emeritus status? I guess so. No, 2 weeks.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio. Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Washington State has been almost unstoppable today offensively. Between the game plan and the play calling and the execution, it's been darn near perfection. They're up 14 over Tennessee. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
On the run, it's Hester. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it. Now it's just really a passing game.
Man, as a quarterback, you've got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
On 3rd down, going up top. He's got the tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. UMass will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Let's see what he can do with it. He gets a block. Looking everywhere for room to run. Really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to throw, it's Simms. They're trying to get to it.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Safe completion on the screen. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
So by the end of the week, we're going to drop the ball, breaking it down, making hits, best ball.
Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was
Super Bowl party fair. I have the top 10 most popular foods for Super Bowl parties. You can tell me what you think about these options. Chicken in at number 10, I think is a bit low. Chili.
Chili, I think, is properly placed, Jesse.
I agree.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't like anything sweet.
Oh, yeah. You hear me well.
Yeah. That's a 10 for me.
just a tad late. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They move the tight end all over. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first
Still
down.
freshman. Freshmen's.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. Had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the Hawkeyes getting set on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Great team defense on that one. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Whatever. I like it. Say more with them. Yeah, fuck the place for it. I like it. I like it. Default, I think the list might move it up a little bit, but I think he's a good spot for default.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play, their ability to go sideline to sideline, and at the point of attack as they shut down that swing.
Yeah, it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there to your running back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too.
Here's a world where I put number one.
That's what I'm saying.
Two are so unequivocally 1 and 2 that I can't.
And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the books as we head to the 4th. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up.
It's so good. Who doesn't know that? It's easy to eat.
You can put up on him a little bit.
I believe it's probably
When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And now the lead is extended.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
The UMass offense returns to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
You just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
There you go.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That's the problem when you go empty, right? As a quarterback, you know you might get blitzed, and if you do, you better know where your hot throw is. If you don't, you're getting sacked. That time the linebacker got to.
Yeah, I would bump Chili out with veggies.
There you go. You want some veggie tray at 10?
Wow, Chili's gone entirely.
Yeah, no, I'll put Chili up a little ahead of veggie.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15.
Also, yeah, probably.
I'm saying
He's looking to throw.
No double deck because
Flushed out of the pocket. Gonna try to get him.
Ah!
Got
there's such a mix of so many different things going down the
Gets the
road.
job
Yeah,
done,
so
picking
kind of
up
like,
the first
you know,
down,
you
then
get a little
getting
rat, now
down.
you got a little upset
UMass
stomach.
quickly back to the line.
If there's somebody going to
Well,
I'm going to
they've
make it
tried to
myself.
get this
I get
quarterback
something
going,
upstairs,
running the
Super Bowl
ball
party.
in a variety of ways, and they haven't really been able
So
to kind
I'm
of
tossing that
break
off
him
his
out
back,
just
but
yet
not
until
that's
that
just
one
not
right there. Nice individual effort on the scramble. It took a little longer than they would have liked, but maybe that's the play that's really going to sort of spark this offense and really maybe get this guy going more on the ground.
Pieces of broccoli all over. Yeah, that trade should be there, but it is.
He wants to
it's
pass it
fundamentally
on second down.
Number 4.
Got it behind the line. It's Hester. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I want to give my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. Sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. I can throw it to him, try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't hit some big throws.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
I think the wide receiver needs to do a better job of making it look like he's going deep. He never got the quarterback that time to turn his hips, and because of it, he couldn't separate, and the ball got swatted away incomplete.
Now, I think if you're going to do this, there's a way you got to do it.
Now on second
My
down.
wife did this once. We had a party. Just lay tinfoil over the entire countertop in the kitchen. Throw tortilla
He's
chips and
looking
nuts
to throw.
and then the ground beef, whatever you need, and just
He'll
do
take a shot.
Countertop knockout.
No!
Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, UMass.
Okay, I agree nachos should be right around there,
That big
but
score
I
makes
think
the
it
end
should
of this
be,
game very
I think
interesting.
what it's
No
going to
doubt
be
the
1
offense
or
got
2.
what they needed.
So I'm going
More
to say
work
yes
to
on nachos,
do,
but
but
I
you
might
had to
just
get
move
this
it up
part
depending on what
accomplished
one.
first.
I
And the
think we
extra
can all
point
agree that a
pulls
good
them to
nacho
within
and a
3,
party.
24-21. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Exactly what I'd want. The ground beef,
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a
you do all
return.
that.
Melted cheese, put them all over, and the people can build them themselves, put them on a plate.
Offense
I
getting
think
set
that's,
for
that
first
is the one.
down.
That's a penny dropper. All right, number 2.
Number 2 is pizza, the easy way out.
That's what I figured.
Leaves
This
it
is what
with
I'm
the
saying.
back.
I figured it would take you. I would take
What?
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Super Party, it's like a special day of the year. You need to do more than just talk down. Let's face it. You need to be a
We'll
little bit
repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first
Obviously, it's in
down.
the top 5. It's in the top. It's in the top 5, top 10, but it's not 1 or 2 in my room. Well, Italian Fiesta.
Quarterback checking the play.
You got to do that. So people out there. Now you know how people are particular.
Back to throw, it's Simms. Using his feet to buy
No!
time. And it's taken away
Come
by the
on,
defense.
man.
They
Lob that
desperately
shit.
needed that
That'll be all
turnover.
for that.
Didn't find much room on the return, but now they are in business and poised to strike from the 25. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense.
How do you do that, man? You don't get pizza. Is
The
it
give
maybe
to the back.
or is it ball?
Stop is made almost immediately, giving 1 to the 23. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I'll say this, man, in college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack, and once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job for him tonight.
UMass mounting a threat from the red zone.
And you'll find something you can get a couple feet.
Pick it off.
They'll run it. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal run.
Just take it off. Take it off.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive.
Arm walks in the house, and he's like,
Ball game here in the fourth.
real Italian behind
And that's why this kid is so automatic. Set him up anywhere on the field, and he puts it right down the pipe.
Do yourself a favor. There's the door.
Iowa has the ball back on offense.
I thought
Well,
Nachos
let's
was
see if
going to
this
be number
drive
one.
goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play,
That's number one.
big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here. Just give him...
Oh, we got past him too. Damn it.
Nice ceremony.
Number one is wings.
Yes. Yeah. I probably wouldn't have put it number one.
After not getting a thing done on first down, it's second and long from the 24.
If you're hosting, I think you got to go boneless.
That's good they had the
movement here from the tight end. Now the quarterback changing the original play call.
Don't you want to feel? I mean, that's
Unloads it downfield. Go to the sideline, and it's complete, and they got to make a play.
There's a lot of communication when it comes to defense. You have to talk.
You got 10 to 10.
If somebody does this, I have to do this. I have
9.
to pass off wide receivers.
You got
Apparently,
8 in a blanket at 7.
communication was busted.
That was an NFL kick.
The whole
Got two there.
situation changed after that last big play. Now it's first and 10 from the 39.
I'll just give you my top couple, 3 or 4. I would have put nachos one, like a good nacho, like you said, with meat, all that stuff. Yeah. I wouldn't have done that
Use
one. I
the
would have
play
done sliders
fake, now to
2.
throw.
Yep.
Now
Wings, 3,
improvise.
pizza 4.
He's got it. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are playing on first down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs.
I'm hosting. I am getting boneless with it. Because this comes back to I don't
the gift to the back.
People around my house.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Dripping sauce.
So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
I don't do
You got to
spice
figure out
well.
who you are and
Anything
what
that's
you
hot at
are.
all.
What's your next best play?
That's why not
Or
the biggest
what is
win.
the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay. If they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I'm going to sneak a draw in.
Snags it. He's run out of bounds after the big game, and they are in business first and goal. And this offense is so close they can almost taking a fourth-quarter lead. They don't want to leave too much time on the clock for an answer. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. And the D denied them on second and goal.
Right. So
I mean, I wasn't thinking about the timing that. I apologize to the
and there are vegetarians out
Looking
there.
downfield, it's
also
Simms.
that
Coming
aren't
after
willing
it.
to pick off the meat.
Ready.
They want the meat, but they don't want it.
Quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Some vegetarians I don't care about. People that put these exceptions, we'll figure it out. Like I can't, if it's out there's pepperoni recipe on pizza, I can't just ask them to pick the pepperoni.
He'll try to tack on one more.
Just did though. I think it's a good idea.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown.
All right, defense.
Extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Wyoming needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Laramie behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to Utah State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Not those.
They'll start this drive with a pass.
Top 4 or 5. I think that's top 4.
Got it on the outside, it's Brown. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
It'll be a draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like
We
this
reached
play.
the
Got
2-minute
color.
warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Getting late, pressure building, huge third down coming up on the road for this.
Give me that.
Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on.
So you a cornerback, dude.
Now,
After that incompletion, there's so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game.
It's open season. Plus, time to get the here.
Got him!
That was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you got to be able to get rid of that football, give it
$1 million in
opportunity.
prizes.
That
25
time,
games
no
will walk
matter
away with
what,
$20,000 cash and 75 free players with $100 in bonus bets. No deposit or bet required. Options today in the ESPN Bet Sportsbook app. Must be 21 years or older. No problem. Household resource available. All members in partnership with Harvard
Quick
School of
timeout
Terms and
called
Conditions
by
apply.
the
See app.
defense,
37 minutes.
stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Now back at
And
Chapel
as
J.
they come to the
exclusively
line,
by
they have the
ESPN
lead
Bet.
and they have the clock on their side. First and touchdown, Hawkeye! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining
up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
1.5 point favorite against Philadelphia.
That was in with you a week ago today,
Here
right
he
after the
comes from
conference
inside his own
championship
5.
game. If we
They
played
can
it
find
in
any crease in that
initially,
kickoff
like
coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
my pick in a week.
The Minutemen going back to work on offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time David sort of curved some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be
The
aggressive. The
ones that
problem
are
is
picking
when you
Kansas
get
City
stopped.
are basically only saying the mistake of the free kick
Jesse,
and Mahomes.
now the offense has to
Might
come
be
out and
enough.
respond.
They're not
They were real
denying that.
disappointed not getting that
There's
first
a
down. You
lot
can
of
see it on the
legitimate
sidelines. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
From Mahomes. Like, my point being, it's not like they're saying, oh, Kansas City has this dominant run game, and Kansas City has this dominant
It's first
secondary.
and 10 from the 31.
No, that's what I'm
A lot
to
of areas. And if I'm
Looks
picking
as if the
you,
defense was a little too
6
eager
times out
there,
of
got
10.
into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
I don't know. I think I put him somewhere
I
else.
just like Philadelphia in the different ways they can score.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll
I
be
will
5
say,
free
Kansas
yards
City
for
has
the
four
Oaks.
ways to win. In other words, I don't think Philly can win down 2 scores. Or like in the fourth quarter.
After the penalty, the playbook is wide open on
The
1st and 5.
last week was that we believe in Philadelphia has
He's looking to
every
pass.
answer on that football team.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. The clock's running.
For the Chiefs, because they're 15-2, that's good enough. We know that they have not been the
On second down, he'll let it fly.
But I do
A
advise
deep
you
throw
to
as
find
the
a way
clock
to win
winds
games.
down.
That's why.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass.
I'd only bet against the Chiefs 3 times. 3 times.
Fires to
And
the
in
tight
the
end.
last game goes really good Buffalo. I thought it was Buffalo's time.
But he has
And
his offense
it just
rolling with a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion.
It's a winning franchise. Oh, they're winning head coach, they're winning quarterback, they're winning.
He'll come out throwing on first down.
Our team,
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
So now let's just
Back to the air one more time.
But that'd be an easy, logical way to say,
Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Mahomes is better than Hurts.
A 3rd and long coming up here.
Only because I'm a home. And it's, sort of take the quarterbacks out.
From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle,
Much
it's
bigger
Elliott.
favorite.
The expressway is
Someone's
wide
underrated.
open. And they finally get him
behind
stopped, but
quarterback.
it's a big
So
throw
even
and catch,
rhythm,
and he's down at the 5.
First
They
3,
immediately call
running the ball,
timeout, trying to
run
preserve
pass
every
options.
second they can to try to
I
rally
think
here
he's really
late.
good. But down 2 scores late in the second half, that's a problem.
UMass
I don't
lines
think
up
it's
with a
good. And I
first
don't
and
think
goal.
Kansas City is all that good offensively to get up that much against that defense. Because Philly's defense
Looking to
that's
throw.
against Penn State certainly will play.
That one is picked up in the end zone.
Yeah, Luber.
Veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his
That's
goals and made
nothing.
the interception.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Look at numbers right now. You can't see the final game in the football game. Again, they've done it all season. 15 points. 15 points. I'm not going to have a quarter. Like some people saying that Iowa can keep.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defensive job to stop.
I'm saying I think Eagles at 27-20, maybe even 24-20. I think Kansas City's offense is a little limited. I talked up 3 months last week, but still. You see 3 months over-under is like 40. The check was like 20. For the Super Bowl. Now, one of them's probably going to go over, but that doesn't mean they're having a great day. I mean, 50 yards. So now, and then there's Worthy. Okay, but they can score a little bit. But against this Eagles defense, I don't think they get to 30. I don't.
I can understand why someone looks at the Chiefs all season and say, "Oh, you play all these close games with the Bengals, the Raiders, the Panthers, all these close games. They all end up being victories, though."
Yeah.
And people look at it. I can understand from that standpoint. People look at it and said, "Their time is coming because they've been able to hold on these games. The short margin they won against the Bills. You would think against a Texans team, Kansas City should be better than 23-14, but they're not. They're not. But it's always the intangible, the little things, Jesse, that keeps them over the hump.
No doubt, and that's what I'm saying.
I know that's
I'm going against my pick when I say Kansas City has more ways to win this game.
Mm-hmm.